Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
That'll be a throw. Roberto Carlos. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's really well manoeuvred. And they can counter here. Fernando Torres. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. They're back on the ball again, and once more he proves rigid and robust. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Takes a shot! Goal! Norway! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now, what about a counter-attack? That looks a cracking ball. It's Neymar! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Ball in towards the middle. Zanetti gets it away. Fernando Torres. It's a good ball out wide. Arsenal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Gerrard! Good try, very good try, in fact.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Odo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Guardiola. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Thinks about the... And the shot! And that's in! Arsenal are level. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
So they have it all to do again.
This is a...
Goes for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
To all members of the crowd,
how's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Norway kick off the second half. It's a searching pass. He is through. Oh, shooting chance! Marvellous goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
It's Neymar! It's anyone's ball now. And it's Gerrard. Referee has just said play on. Now he's got space here. Well read, nice interception. Norway appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Gerrard driving on and making good progress. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And he's looking to catch him up.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And smartly reclaimed. Messi. And he's managed to get free. Decent chance! Norway with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Mateus plays it short, and now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. 75 minutes played. Nicely shaped ball.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Strokes it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Ronaldinho. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Messi. He's found a way through. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Very much
There will
into
be
the
1
last
minute
knockings.
added time.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And time is up. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Conte, it's a pretty loose pass. Chouameni. This is a promising build-up. Little pass back. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Del Piero. He has found the way through. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's going to go a long way.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Ribéry, always onto this, always goal side. Dembele! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Mbappe. And he's quick to get rid. Taken back almost at once. Arsenal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Fernando Torres is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's bustling through here. Shapes to shoot. Well taken goal. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Chance for a shot! And it's a goal! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled. And that is all they have time for. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy.
Fellow attendees, this
The
is a
midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's
Please
been an
keep your
absolutely
eyes on your
fantastic
children
watch,
during
Peter.
the match
I
at
wish I
all
could come
times.
here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Substitutions taking place.
Arsenal are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. Back underway then. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Not the most accurate pass. And here's Dembele.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. And they're back on the ball again. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Dembele is offering a right smile there.
Chonburi are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Iniesta. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Guardiola. Rijkaard. Conte. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Fernando Torres. Conte, aim forwards. And here's Dembele. Look at the space here. Mbappe! Off the post. De Ligt can clear it away. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that is out of play.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 13, Neymar. Number 22.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Number 10.
Well, it's
Mbappe.
definitely the right attitude and
Number
application,
19,
Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is
Coming on
an
the field,
irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Raul.
They just need to sort out their
Number
end product,
20,
and quickly.
Stoichkov. Number 18, David Villa. Number 7, Bellingham.
And that interception
Substitution.
was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Decent chance! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that would have been some goal.
Dembele clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts.
There will
Mbappe.
be 1 minute added time.
That's a shade optimistic. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
It's an inviting looking ball that. Adams. Guardiola. And it's White. Out towards the flank. And he's quick to return. Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Early ball out from the back. Oh, important interception. Shevchenko. That's a sharp pass. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable... It's Neymar! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Threads one in, thinks about the shots, and he shoots! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you pick... Neymar! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good effort! And he can thump it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Short changes him with that pass. Mbappe, he's found a way through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he will... Oh, shooting chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Kimmich. That's been cut out, well played. Gerrard. That's good running with the ball. And this is Torres. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Guardiola. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and...
There's the shot! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
2 minutes has been indicated.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games.
And we've reached half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Arsenal ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. Back underway then. And the shot! And no mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Simplicity itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Arsenal go up by 2 and are looking good.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Zanetti. Torres might just make this. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Fernando Torres is wide and looking to get onto this. Now who's going to be first to this? Neymar. Well, that is one way to stop him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well read, nice interception. Kimmich. White. And that is a little undercooked. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Shevchenko. Number 10, Castolo. Number 25, Messi.
And this is Stoichkov. And Stoichkov!
Joshua Kimmich.
Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Number 11, Yamal.
75 minutes played. And he was quick to react.
Number 5,
Moved on forwards.
McAllister. Number 23, De Bruyne. Substitution in progress.
Played into space. Bastoni makes the interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Diouf. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You
at a
try to
time.
send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Arsenal visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And that is as far as it goes. Arsenal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding both inside and outside the box, and who routinely makes the spectacular seem ordinary.
And his numbers are a long, long way from ordinary. Chouameni to Guardiola. White. Some good work on the right flank here. And this is Neymar. It's a loose ball. Silvestre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. In with the challenge. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well timed, excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Mbappe. Might be danger here. Big chance! And it's a goal! And we have liftoff! It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to...
He's having a shot! And no mistake! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And he's only too happy to take that back. And here's Mbappe.
Arsenal are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. A lot hinges on this one. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Arsenal leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chance for a shot! And a neat finish! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal now in a position far more desirable. Shot, surely! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Arsenal largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. The second half is up and running. Can he get on the end of this? Chouameni, White, and it's Guardiola. Now this could be a chance. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It's a goal kick. Mbappe. Fernando Torres is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Torres. Mbappe goes for a shot! Gerrard. Griezmann. And it's Gerrard. It's a lovely, neat pass. Griezmann. Now Mbappe. Gerrard. Mbappe. And here's Cantona. Gerrard. Searching pass he's played there. That has ended up in no man's land. Gilberto Silva. And the through ball. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Torres. And this is Neymar. Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Darwin. He's found a way through. Nunez! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
And here's Cantona. Change of plan here, perhaps.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, they've got it again.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, the idea was a good one.
There will be one
The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Cantona. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing.
We are glad
What
to
a
inform you that
turnaround.
today's
Victory
match
from the... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Madrid have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Reminders of a goal.
Mbappe! Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish right from the top draw. The ideal start.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting. He leaps for it! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Good-looking ball, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Front-footed pressing going on here. Gerrard. Oh, he's bustling through here. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And the pass is intercepted. And that's gone route one. Schneider. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, they've got it again. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Cristiano Ronaldo. White. Tchouaméni. Now, can they get him away? Now, that looks a decent ball. Oh, terrible pass. Now there's a chance for a shot! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Guardiola. Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. No, he didn't quite meet it right. It's their second corner of the game. And that is out of play. Aimed beyond the defence. And he lines up a cross. David Villa. No, again there's no way through. And it's Neymar. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Villa. Now it's Raul. No, that's been intercepted. Gerrard. Gerrard. Good take, and is he in? Vitinha. Schneider. This is a promising build-up.
Two
they've got
minutes
rid.
has been indicated.
And they're back on the ball again. And that is the end of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Arsenal looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. The second half is up and running.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Mbappe, Fernando Torres. Torres! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Fernando Torres is offering a wry smile there.
Arsenal have their third corner. Marquinhos is there and he can get that clear. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Villa. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Cristiano Ronaldo certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Oh, good climb! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Arsenal are 2 up early in the second half. It's an inviting looking ball, that. White is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Raul. Pass somewhat off target. Zanetti. Zanetti gets on his bike and on the move. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, nicely intercepted. Guardiola. Gives it back. Cristiano Ronaldo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Taken back almost at once. Chouameni, that's a lovely, neat pass. Great vision. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's destined for the flank. Mendes in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. White has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Schneider is eyeing up his options in the middle. Fernando Torres stood up well to him there. Raul, great chance! He's got a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Cristiano.
So we have
Ronaldo.
movement on both benches.
Number 10, Schneider.
Madrid cut their
Number
deficits
23,
and look raring to go
Godzilla.
again. Well,
Number
he's gone for
9.
goal! That is gorgeous from Raul! A finish of true class! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Header!
There will be 5 minutes.
And he's
added
following
time.
up! Chance, surely! They're up to 5 corners now. Nakata getting this one clear. He won't be happy with that one. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Arsenal can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency.
For our World Charity Fund.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game yet
and
to kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable.
Against Arsenal.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not the most accurate pass. Dembele. Oh, that was vital. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Neymar. Seedorf. Messi receives it in a good position here. Dembele. That's the keeper's ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Neymar, Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe! And here's Mbappe. And Chet pulls off a sensational save. Oh, what has happened here? Now it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Vitinha, who can single-handedly make a difference. Looking to play him in. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And that is a little undercooked.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. That is lovely. It's Neymar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal with the corner, there first. Stam tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Vitinha. And it's been played through. He's free, he has got space. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now he's got space here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Seedorf. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Nicely weighted ball. There's the shot! There it is!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Truly superb. A goal of such And that is indeed the final act. Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Arsenal unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Entrance gates. Thank you.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And the finish! And he's really put himself on the line here. Arsenal have their second corner now. And they've got rid. And it's Church, surely! And the ball's come loose here. Nesta muscles him off the ball.
Oh, that's excellent, such a clean tackle.
And now they can spring out of defence. Arsenal still chasing a one-goal deficit here. That's a lovely pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution.
So changes afoot here, and
Number
from both
5,
sides.
Dembele. Number 23, Vitinha. Number 11, Hullet. Number
White
10,
is always looking to
Messi.
play quality
Coming
balls.
on the field, number 9.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing.
Number 8,
Carry on plugging
Mateo.
away, and eventually you
Number
might just get that
25,
little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent
Number
now.
4,
They just need to sort out their end product,
Substitution.
and quickly.
Hazard, he might be in, takes a shot! And he hits the net! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And it didn't take... And a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Filippo Inzaghi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Arsenal have their third corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Palmer are looking to go forward now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's really nicely played. Seedorf. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Tries to play it through. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Chouameni goes sliding in. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Roll! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Raul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So their fourth corner of the game. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Raul. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, the ball's gone astray. Now it's the real chance! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway.
Well, Peter, it's a joy to have a chance to watch one of the finest to emerge from the African continent, Samuel Eto'o. He backs up his goals with a really strong work rate, and he's always effective, whether on or off the ball.
A fantastic talisman for his nation.
And more discipline than people credit him.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, good effort! Saliba attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And it's Beckham. Now, can they get him away? It's come to nothing. Torres going after that. And the pass is intercepted. Bergwijn to Beckham. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Looking to play him in. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Pull it. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. And here's Torres.
That's good play from him.
He's got away. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. Arsenal are looking to go forward now.
Arsenal definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Vitinha, good purposeful running this. And that was very necessary. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Can he get it through? Now it's Torres. And Torres! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Stood up well to him there. Guardiola. Mbappe gets on his bike and on the move. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Bruno Fernandes. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Gullit.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And here's Eto'o. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's neat. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over
and
here.
Just a quick reminder today to please
reflections on the first half.
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Torres! Marvellous goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise. Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. And the shot's on here.
Well, it really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. Vitinha, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Eto'o. And that's another good win of the ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
He has a look up. Vitinha. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Beckham looking to receive it in space. De Ligt clears it away. Bruno Fernandes. Guardiola. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Beckham.
That's going in strongly.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And it's Fernando Torres.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, easy pickings there. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Eto'o, spread to the right. And he's there to make the challenge.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Vitinha.
There will be one
Looking for the run.
time.
It's a good run down the right. Crosses it in. And time is up. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Well, now here's Adriano, quite an enigma. Neymar! Neymar! This boy is showbiz!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Argentina are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Tchouaméni does well to get it back. Now it's Torres. Arsenal have it back. He's going for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Fernando Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kimmich tries to clear, and now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Adriano. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Khan trying to keep this in. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Forlan. And he opts to go forward. And he was quick to react. Tchouaméni. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And he's cut it out. Grealish quietly revving up. Arsenal are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Driven in. That has been knocked clear. Over to the right flank. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And he gets rid in a hurry. Kimmich. Adriano. Oh, delicate chip through. And there's green grass ahead of him.
1 minute added time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And we'd like to inform
Arsenal
you now that the
come in
latest
leading
travel
by
information
just
is
the odd
currently
goal.
being displayed on the screen.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter.
Substitution in
Some
progress.
incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Arsenal with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. And we are back on the way. Arsenal currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Arsenal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
He can run onto that. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Gerrard has created one goal already. And he's intervened well there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Argentina really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Timber kept his eye on it, and he's there. Done delicately. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Defending was strong and firm. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Neymar taking charge of the dead ball. Looking to widen the gap even further here. It's hit the crossbar! Torres! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Can they get him away? He's been side down. Is that a penalty? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just...
Neymar!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Tries to play it through. It's Guardiola. He's had a shot! Well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marcelo. He's pretty much a defender in name alone, to be honest, because his biggest contributions always seem to come at the other end of the pitch. He's great at controlling the ball when under pressure and seems to have a great knack for finding that half a yard to dig out a cross. He's got a decent shot too, so his teammates will be looking to bring him into play at every opportunity, I would think.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now it's Aubameyang. And Aubameyang! Fantastic from Aubameyang!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Can he finish? And he's really put himself on the line here. And he's there to clear it. And now they can clear their lines. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he is deftly away. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. It's a straight red, he has been given his marching orders. Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Arsenal are down to 10 men.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great...
Kelly! Oh, super goal! About as smooth as it gets. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
He has found the way through. Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. De Ligt has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Guardiola gets on his bike and on the move. Rummenigge. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Aubameyang. Aubameyang is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Arsenal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And this is Bale. He's found a way through. Takes a shot! That was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Bale with the short one. Bale! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
A case now of complete control. White. And it's Guardiola. And he's in on goal. Kimmich. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 5, Pele.
So right back into the action.
Number 10.
Arsenal decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Arsenal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Stoichkov, and Stoichkov! And that's in! And they are right back within touch! So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just...
And he shoots! And that's a tiny finish! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Argentina visibly comfortable, now up by 3. He's picked his way through. He's being urged to shoot. Shot, surely! Goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. What a moment of brilliance, control, and that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already
Arsenal
palpable.
Against Argentina.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're underway. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Now it's Tevez. Now it's Szoboszlai. Threads one in. Oh, that's a fine interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Strokes it back. A heavy challenge. Now then, the ball's come loose. He is starved of space and time. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he has kept it out somehow.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Real chance! So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Szoboszlai. Park Ji-sung is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's found a way through. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Mbappe looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. It's Neymar! That is delicious! A finish of true class! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Arsenal have their second corner now. There's the header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Drogba can be a real threat inside the box. Chips it through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Drogba. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And here's Neymar.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Szoboszlai has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Tries to pass it through. So a temporary halt to the action. Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Arsenal looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So, into the second half. Arsenal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And here's Szoboszlai. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that has put paid to that. And this is Drogba, and he's managed... Drogba! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. He leaps for it! Oh, crossbar! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Azar. Now it's Tevez. Tevez. This might spell danger.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Park Ji-sung. That ball looks a good one. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Azar. That's a sharp pass. He has found the way through. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Picked out brilliantly. It'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Drogba. Oh, good take and a chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Neymar, clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
It's a threatening ball. It's Drogba! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And now a sudden chance to counter.
There will be
And it's
3 minutes
Hazard.
added time.
Great vision. He's being urged to shoot. And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? Well, how's that for a class finish? So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult one. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy.
Against
This
Spain.
certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep, and don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Threads one in. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Spain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. First quarter of an hour gone. It's a searching pass. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to...
And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's there to belt it away. Oh, well played, well played. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a cute ball. And the through ball. Oh, important interception. Mbappe. And here's Neymar. Tries to play it through.
Spain really do like to play the long ball.
And how does that work, Gordon?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tries to pass it through. Can he get it through? That's the keeper's ball. Now, can they get him away? Chouameni. Arsenal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And the keeper's got it again. Arsenal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
There will be 1 minute at a
Oh,
time.
that's delightful. Gerrard delivered. He's rising! Oh, good finish! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Broads, and that is all they have time for.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time
Just a
team
quick
talks will
announcement,
undergo
it is now
change
time
now.
for a special
One will be
lottery.
solid,
Please
the other
grab a
needs to
ticket
be
a giveaway
pretty
walking
inspiring.
through the gates.
Arsenal
Substitution
looking
for
good,
Arsenal.
feeling good.
Number
It is
10,
2-0 at the break.
Mbappe. Coming on the
So
field
straight
is
into the second
number
half.
20, Stoichkov.
He's found a way through. Arsenal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from... Drogba! Terrific effort, just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 13.
So
Neymar.
now we're going to get those changes
Number
we have been
19,
expecting.
Gerrard. Coming on the field. Number 14. Raul.
And it's
Number
McAllister.
7,
Roberto
Bellingham.
Carlos. Cleared without hesitation. And claimed it back swiftly. Arsenal, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo! A real chance and a real let-off.
Spain are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Spain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Goes for a shot! Mateus.